So we take it in turns, turn over the picture, and then we'll hear a little bit as to the story behind the picture.
Yeah, we'll see what we got here. The coat's bang out of order. Barnet.
You know what you look like? You know them things you used to get in cereal boxes? The big hair.
I'm sorry, Tyrone, but it's happened.
Do you know what's so good about this photo? We have a WhatsApp group chat with like a load of the lads in, and this is the display picture, and the group chat's actually called Ty's Mortgages.
Don't know what I'm thinking. I've got a pen in my hand. No one's on the phone.
But I suppose at that point, you're not thinking you're going to be sat here playing for Villa in England. This is the future then. Bit of non-league football.
Yeah,
and
when I was in
solid day job.
When I was in finance, obviously, I had to take a financial advisor's exam to start the mortgage advising role, and then study to be a mortgage advisor. So at the time, they were my goals and dreams, and I must have gone for like to 10 different clubs when I left Southampton. Then I eventually went back to school, and then I just thought, you know what, I'll just see what happens. So I went into non-league, and I just thought, if something comes of it, something comes of it. Hopefully I'll get into like the conference or try and work my way up through the leagues and that. But the Ipswich thing was just kind of crazy. It was just kind of right place, right time, and probably right manager as well, because I really clicked with Mick McCarthy as soon as, well, he seen me play, and then as soon as he wanted to sign me. But I remember being at Ipswich and him taking me off, and I was fuming.
He was talking about this the other day, did you hear it?
Yeah.
I've seen that actually.
Yeah,
It was
you
nice,
gave him a
wasn't it?
bit.
And I was fuming, yeah, when I was coming off the pitch. And then he was like, "No, I want to sign you." So I sat on the bench thinking, wow, what does he mean by that? Because it was in December. I was thinking, like, have we got to wait for like a January transfer? And I was like, what on about January transfer? You play for Chippenham. So then, yeah, he took me to his office and he was like, basically, what do you do? I work as a mortgage advisor. He's like, can you get out of it? I was like, yeah. So I went into work the next day and quit. My last game for Chippenham was against Stourbridge. And then the following Saturday, I was in the squad at Ellen Road. I was meant to make my debut against Villa in the FA Cup, which was like maybe like a month after that. Then I had to go and tell him after training that I played in the FA Cup back in August for Yate against Winchester.
Anyway, right, you're going to be here all night.
Here we are.
It's the loan spell. Enjoy it?
Loved it. It was actually one of the best years of my life, that was. Obviously, when I was a kid and that, obviously I used to love Villa. As everyone knew, but if you ever have the choice to go out on loan and play games, because that was the best thing I ever done. But it weren't even my choice, to be honest. Basically, I had a little falling out with the manager here, Paul Lambert at the time, who I have the utmost respect for, by the way. He was obviously not very good for me. But I fell out with him at the time, and I don't think he wanted me around. So he says, "What, you're going out on loan?" And obviously Notts County were coming bottom at the time, so he put me to Notts County in League One, who were coming bottom of the league. And yeah, I didn't look back. I played, I think, 37 games, and we ended up staying up on the last day of the season.
Obviously a very proud day for me. I think I'm pointing at my family there. When you're talking about the pictures at the start of this conversation, seemed like a world away. First 3 weeks of January, when I was at Bournemouth last year, I was training with the 23s and couldn't get anywhere near the team and stuff. So to think that everything has happened in the past year has happened and capped off with playing for England was just unbelievable. Obviously something that I'm sure this man isn't very far away.
How desperate are you to put that shirt on?
Yeah, I'm so desperate. Obviously, you know, all I can do is just keep playing well, keep scoring goals, keep getting assists, and hopefully, you know, we go flying up the table. I always remember when Tyrone got called up. You know, it was like, he'll even tell you, it was like the talk of the whole training ground. Everyone, staff, players were so happy for him. So, you know, hopefully one day in the near future I can be with him.
You've both had to go through quite a bit to be sat here now, you know, with things going nicely.
Yeah, completely different, but both striving for the same thing, both playing for the same team, and both had a pretty successful season so far.
Hindsight's a wonderful thing. If we'd have been sitting here and my loan spell at Villa last year didn't go according to plan, and I was in a different place, and if your loan spell at Notts County didn't go according to plan, and like, careers can be so different. So I think going through those experiences and still being able to be sat here trying to achieve what we're trying to achieve with Villa obviously makes it more special. But long may it continue, hopefully.